Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Stephen McCoy. You are listening to Spoken in Sessions. And today we have two of my favorite girls, Chrystee Pharris and Lindsay Hartley. Hi, ladies. Thank you so much for coming on.
Well, thank you for having us. Chrystee, thanks for inviting me.
Hey, absolutely.
Now, you both are here to talk about your new show, Queens of Drama. Can you ladies tell me a little bit about the show?
Well, soap opera actresses, we come together to create a primetime TV show. All of these women that are on the show, I've really had a lot of respect and admiration for them. So I'm super excited to be able to work with them and you know, create this primetime show, which is the ultimate goal, because we're at a place in our life where, yeah, it's great. We've had great careers, great success, and playing all these different roles, but it's time for us to create our own project, to take the lead, and to have our own say and not allow other people to dictate to us what we should and what we can and cannot do. So it's just time, and we have pretty much almost not every generation, but from like our 20s all the way to, I'm not even going to say the other ages.
Yeah.
You know,
so how did this show come about? Because I know this is something like the fans for sure really wanted to see more of you both on TV.
Well, I was just excited to be able to work with Lindsay. You know, she was always, as I always tell everybody, she was always Whitney's friend, and I wanted her to be
right.
So, you know, I was like, how come she couldn't be my friend? And so, for me, I just felt like, you know, having the opportunity to come together to work with her on a different level and as a more mature level, I just wanted to do it. I wanted to be a part of it. So.
Yeah, and Vanessa was like kind of like that was like the spearhead of the whole concept, like of us all getting together and working together. Yeah, and that's kind of how that team worked. That's how it started too.
Yeah,
so
go ahead. Sorry.
No. She kind of took. We kind of all got together, and she kind of was like, okay, with like the leader at a certain point of when this group came together.
Yeah.
And then you'll see how it evolves and changes.
I watched the trailer, and I was just, my mouth was open wide, jaw dropped by the end of it, and I'm like, I really cannot wait to see it. So it's basically a reality show of you all just producing this show. And is it a soap opera that you are producing, or is it just going to be just a primetime drama show?
Well, that's something you're going to have to watch to see, right?
That's part of it.
Yeah. I have to ask, did you and Chrystee ever get into any altercation during this show, or was it Team Passion stick together?
Actually, we kind of like are on pretty much. He and I are on the same page, and I think we're very easy with each other, and we kind of, we're probably not the ones to be confrontational because we have that connection from like 5,000 years ago when we did tasks together.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? It's like I think there's like, you know, when you've like had a friend, or if you have like someone that you've known for a bazillion years, and then you see them again and you kind of pick up right where you left off.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's just that natural connection. So I think because of that, we kind of have had a similar experience, and it connects us together, and we can kind of, I don't know, move forward on the same side. Yeah, okay. Do you agree, Chrystee, or what do you think?
I mean, you nailed it. I have nothing to say.
Well, Chrystee, I have to ask you, like, do you feel that that's an odd thing in Hollywood for co-stars to actually keep in contact or be willing to work together again?
Oh no, I mean that's what you want. I mean, you try to pull people in, the people that you know are going to do a good job, and the people that you know who are professional, and you try to pull everybody in. I mean, every production, anything that I have going on, I try to get my friends in all the time. So, for instance, the one that played Chad, the very first one, Don Swaby, I mean, I hooked him up with, all kind of gigs. You know, it was like a film and you know, theater, whatever it is. Same thing with Brooke. And I just did a movie with, called Steps of Faith, which is a faith-based film.
Yes.
Yeah,
and that's with Tracy Ross, who played your mom. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was a great one.
Well,
yeah, wow. Wow.
Yeah, so anytime I can get someone in, I'm going to get in. I mean, you know, the interview, I was like, let's make sure Lindsay's a part of it. You know, I mean, it's making sure, you know, that we get, I try to help as many people as I can who I feel will fit it. You know, will fit the genre or whatever it is, the project. I'm so
happy that you brought Lindsay along because she's like one of my favorite actresses. And I was going to say, Lindsay, just so you know, I don't want to take that much credit because he asked, but like some shady people could have been like,
no, I appreciate, you know? I totally appreciate you. That's what I was like, thanks. The first thing I said was like, thanks for bringing me in. I think that's amazing when you find people that are willing to help other people in this business, you know, happily. Mm-hmm. You know, it makes you just feel good. So I think the product too ends up being better too.
Yeah. What's the most challenging thing that you both individually had to go through in this business as an actress, as a producer?
God.
You know, it's always a challenge because, you know, 1 minute, when I first moved here, I mean, I was playing 16. I was really, you know, I was in college. I was playing 16. And there were a lot of TV shows that were on that were that age range. And I remember, I mean, I literally blew up fast. Like, I booked 7 shows in 6 months and then booked Passions, like, right after that. Mm-hmm. So I really thought that my career was, you know, I thought I was going to be a big superstar by the time, you know, I hit, you know, 30. And the next season, after I left Passions, there weren't any TV shows that were in their 20s. And I didn't want to play 16 anymore. So I had to take a step back from the acting world and start doing my one-woman show and doing the motivational speaking, and then I started doing voiceover work, which became something very different, and it showed me that I'm more than just an actress, which was different for me. I was like, oh my gosh, I thought I was just an actress, but I'm actually more talented and, well, that's not a word, but smarter and creative and can actually take charge. And then just to put a cap on it, this business goes up and down. 1 minute you can be successful, and the next minute you might not work at all.
But that's exactly what I was going to say. I'm jumping on that.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say the ups and the downs of this business. That's what I would say is the most difficult thing. I'm agreeing with you. It's like really, it's a tough business for people because you know you're out there putting yourself out there, and then it, like, sometimes it hits and sometimes it misses. And it's really, you know, being on soap operas or whatever is like a gift. And it's kind of not that normal to have a steady job for day after day, month after month, year after year after year after year after year after year. Like, that's just a different perception. Like, for, you know, we just kind of got lucky, you know?
Yeah.
Cause, you know,
well, I wouldn't use the word luck because I see how hard y'all work. You ladies continue to literally keep yourselves out there. Like, I don't feel anyone forgotten about you. What would you say? Would you say that it was a tough transition to become from a soap opera actress to a film actress? Is there actually a difference?
Yeah, for me, there's no difference because to me, acting is acting. I mean, you're still breaking down the same type of character. Now, the hard part about doing film is that it's a different medium. It's really about your reaction to what other people say. And 2, the way that they film things, the way that the camera is, it's just different. It's more about the facial expressions, it's more about close-up, as opposed to like television. It's more broad. It's, you know, it's a bigger type of medium. The only other difference to me between, you know, television, film, theater is I totally forgot. It just completely It just completely went out of my. I was like, where is my brain right now? There is one more difference that I wanted to say, but for me, breaking down everything is exactly the same. I mean,
the scheduling though. Is the scheduling better?
That's what I was gonna say.
That's what I figured you were going.
Yeah, the difference is when you're shooting film, you will shoot so far out of sequence. You might shoot the end of the movie first and then go back and shoot the beginning of the film. And you have to make sure that you keep that in the back of your mind because you want to make sure that the storyline and the emotional connection is follow through from the beginning to the end. And that can be challenging. If you're not really good at that, you might be in trouble when it comes to film. Whereas, soap operas, we might shoot out of order, but it's pretty much in order. It's actually all of it is pretty much in order. Same thing with sitcoms. So, and theater, theater, same. But the breakdown of the characters, same. What about you, Lynn?
Yeah, I mean, I think I think what's also is different about soap is they like you to be really expressive, opposed to TV where sometimes, or movies where like you were saying it's a lot smaller for movie or for film, but even in television, like you almost play like the opposite of what you're really feeling, like in real life, opposed to soap operas. We don't really hide a lot, we're really kind of
raw acting.
Yeah, because it's dramatic, and they want that, so I think the styles are totally different. But, yeah, I love them all.
I have to really ask, there's been rumors that circulating that they'll actually be bringing Passions back. Did you ladies hear that? But I heard it's going to be a different twist. Is that true? And
I have not heard that.
No? Maybe I just kind of want that to happen. But
it could be true.
Like that idea?
It could be, yeah. We don't know. I mean, it was a great, show, and it had a really great following, I think, and the fans were super, there and supportive, and they were just, they were really connected to it, They were like, we were blessed to have those fans for that show. I don't know. I'll check into that and get back to you.
I haven't heard anything, but you know what? Actually, I take that back. There was a fan who reached out to me and was asking me questions of how she, how I thought Simone, the character, would be. She wanted to rewrite something. But here would be my question: if it wasn't her and it's someone else, which Simone would be Simone? which
right.
which K would be the K? Which one would it be?
Well, I love my Chrystee Pharris as Simone. And one more question for you, Chrystee. I know you said you do a lot of motivational speaking and stuff. How can people get involved in your classes?
Well, they can always go to my website. And shoot me an email through there because I answer all of those emails, and a lot of people will book gigs because they'll have me come in and do the business of acting, or they'll have me come and speak to their colleges just about staying focused and going after your dreams, which is what I, because you're on my social media on Facebook, you're one of my Facebook friends, so you see all of the motivational stuff that I do on a regular basis because it's very important to me, and I use acting to try to bless and encourage and help people set goals. So yeah, I mean, they can go to my social media, they can email me, they can tweet me, whatever, however they want to get in contact. They, now we're open book. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Hey, come speak at my event. Okay.
Awesome. And Lindsay, what can you say to all the young girls out there that's watching you and Chrystee? How can they, any inspirational message?
Oh, man. I mean, I think really...
They say just be yourself, but is that really a true statement? Can you really just be yourself?
Yeah, that's a great way of saying it. I was going to say, do what you do that makes you happy. because this is your life, you know, this is like, you get up every day, you're living and experiencing it. So if you do things or you feel ways that don't make you feel good, you got to find that strength to change it and trust that when you change it, you'll be happy. So that's what I would say. Just, like you said, be yourself. Do what makes you happy. That's all that matters in the long run. That's how you will affect everything around you, you know? And it's not easy because there's a lot of life happens. Every day something happens, you know? But just be strong, see the bigger picture, and, do what makes you feel good.
And I have to say thank you so much, ladies, for coming on to the show.
All right.
Thank you, ladies, so much.
You're welcome. Now, let me just say this. Don't forget to tune in. Our show is going to premiere, a 1-hour episode is going to premiere April 26th, right after the Daytime Emmy, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And we want to give a special shout out to Crystal Hunt, Donna Mills, Vanessa Marcel, and Hunter Tylo. We want to make sure that we give a shout out to the other 4 ladies who are a part of this group. And thank you, Think Factory, who put everything together, and Pop TV. Just so you guys know, if you don't forget, Pop TV is the network that you will see both the Daytime Emmys and our show, Queens of Drama.
Well said.
Yes, it used to be TV Guide.
Yes, I'm like, it wasn't it? Yeah, okay, Pop TV it is.
TV. So
we'll be tuning in for sure. Yes.